We're back, guys. Quick video. I just was able to go back and load those Woodleigh hydrostatic bullets, 400 grains for a 4570. These come with caps, plastic, like polymer caps that cover right over here. I had to take them off. The concept is, it's a cool concept, but with the powder charge I'm using, I can't seat them deep enough with 30-31. If I switch back to 4198, probably wouldn't be an issue, because it's a lesser charge. This 30-31 really fills the case, which I like. If I pull the caps, I can seat into the second crimp groove. So in this groove, it's seating in that second groove. It's identical case fill as the 405 North Forks. So if I did try to seat it down above the first band, it's actually, I have less capacity in the case, so they cycle fine, or they did anyways. You know, the dummy rounds, they cycle through the magazine fine, so we're just gonna run them like this. And let's just see, I did 3 of each, just because we don't have a ton of them. So we're just gonna see what our point of impact, point of aim is in relation to those other loads we have, which have been pretty consistent. So let's just see what we got here, and we'll see what we get for velocities, see if they're close. I was right at 1708 feet per second. Put those in there. This little cartridge. There we go. Oh man, this is good. So guys, we got that's only a 3-shot group at 100 yards. We had 1708, 1710, and 1707 for velocities. That group down there, it's pretty good. They're not all touching. Well, there's only 3 of them, but I got 2 right side by side, and then the third one, it looks like it's maybe like 3/4 of an inch just above. I mean, they're hitting same point of aim roughly. I think if we bring my sights to the left, probably not. If we went half an inch, we'd probably be dead on with all 3 of those loads. So let's try the 49 grains, because that's our our next load, and we'll just see. These cases, they came right out. The primers look fine. That's not a telltale sign, but it is signs to look for. So I'm gonna go mark those down at the target. I'm gonna go bring you guys down in there, and we'll get a measurement on that anyways. If we're gonna go down there, we'll take a measurement and bring this Sharpie down there. Let's take a measurement and just get a good idea. We'll get an exact group size down there. Looks like the sun wants to come out. We got some of our steel set up here. That's our 50-yard target. We got them every 10 feet. We have a pin pounded. Just for reference. A lot of times, if we're just we use 25 to 50, 75, 100. But it's good for pistols and stuff. We get stuff closer. Do 10-yard increments. So let's see what we got over here. For a solid bullet that's really just meant for, say, a backup shot. This is what we got at 100 yards. I know it's only a 3-shot group, but nice clean holes in that paper. Let's see what we got here. And that's just, that's an 1.5-inch group, 3-shot group with a bullet we've never used before. Curious to see where these went through. We're gonna have to come out here and see. We try to use those tires filled with sand just to help slow the bullets down. But we got a hill right behind there. Probably not gonna find them unless we take the metal detector out here. It almost looks like it. Man, it really looks like it's hitting right in there somewhere, huh? We'll have to come out here and find them. Those I don't think are gonna be deformed at all. Those, from what I've seen, those things go through elephant skulls and barely deform anything. So I'd be curious to see what what they're doing in the dirt. The North Forks are expanding like they should, but yeah, that's okay. Let's go do our next charge. We'll mark these with a Sharpie. Those are running just slightly the matching grain load. Those are running just slightly over our velocity with a matching soft point. Not much, but I'd say 10 feet per second faster. So with the same charge weight, which is still, we're still 2, 3, 4 grains from our max charge that we use. Cast bullets being able to run a little bit higher charge, running a lower pressure. But let's go back here and we'll shoot the next 3-shot group. And then we'll know what to make the rest of them for. We can start doing some penetration tests. And yeah, we'll kind of just get some comparisons on these things. It'd be nice to try out some other Swift A-frames, but I can't seem to find those, and I can't find the Barnes. No, I'll delete this string. We'll see what we had for. Yeah, it's not bad. Standard deviation 1. I'll write that all down. Okay, let's try these. See where we go. It's close. So just shot a little higher, but same relation to it. Velocities are consistent. That's only 2 feet per second difference. So let's see what we got. Let's see where we're at. Yeah. Bad. Those don't shoot too bad. So it's that grip looks pretty good. We're in the same vicinity. Those velocities are about 40 feet per second. 40 feet per second faster, so not a huge gain. You know, when you start getting down to, you know, even 100 feet per second, give or take, you're better off, you know, going with whatever's more accurate out of your gun. Sometimes if you're doing really close stuff where the accuracy isn't, you know, if it's not much different, you can go with the less accurate load if it's, you know, still within ethical, you know, 4 inches at 100 yards or whatever you're looking for. You know, I don't like anything for something not as like a scoped out. Yeah, so let's see what we got here. So that's 6 shots, 2 different charges at 100 yards. So let's see what we got here. You know, the furthest out, that's a 2 and 7/8. So 2 and 7/8. It looks like our first charge was, you know, slightly more accurate. So I guess it's up to us if we want to stick with the exact same charge between our soft points and our solids. Ooh, that's muddy. Or, you know, it looks like the green lower, I mean, there's not much difference in group size. You know, there's also human error right there. I did just run down to this range here just to get this last video in before I gotta leave, so there's some other stuff I gotta do today. So, you know, the calmer you are, kind of the more accurate you can be. Not your heart racing, but regardless, 100 yards. We'll take an average of all 6 shots anyways. We'll just, you know, see what we got for numbers on the crony. So let's see. So we got, looks like, guys, you know, even at let me see if I can get this, you guys can see it, right? So, I mean, we got a 2-inch group with 2 different load charges at 100 yards. That's not bad. You know, that's mixing. That's not even all the same charge. So, we get for see an average 1739, extreme spread 3, standard deviation 1. It's the same SD we had on the first one, but we'll get all that written down. 1, extreme spread 3. I mean, it's basically the same numbers, just higher velocity. And like I said, it's only the average was 1739. So get that written down there. You know, that's not bad. So there you guys go. You know, like I said, we'll get those loaded up. We'll get those loaded up, and you know, we can kind of fine tune our scope. We're not hunting any elephants or rhinos anytime soon, so we don't need to dial in for these loads. These are running. Oh, let's take a look. You know, right off my 0, I'm running on average. I'm running 3 inches high. Almost centered, you know, give or take a 1/2 inch, 3 inches on the dot high in my group center from my other load. So knowing that, we could write that down, and whatever we're using for ammo, we know we can make adjustments on the fly. You know, if I'm using cast bullets, you know, you come down 3 inches where it's set right now, we would just leave it. And if we're using these, come up 3 inches. You know, you do you always got to make sure you do it, you know, practice with your rifle and get comfortable with it. You don't want to be, come hunting season, you haven't shot the thing, and you only shoot 2 or 3 times. I know a lot of guys that have done that. You might as well have fun shooting your gun. It's not the cheapest thing to do, but if you're casting your own, you can do it fairly cheap and get good with it. You know, you get good with a rifle, especially in these thick woods. You get away with, you know, you don't need the fanciest, newest caliber. We don't need the fanciest, newest bullets either. but it was fun to try them out while we can get them, kind of get a reference. But anyways, we'll go back, we'll make these up, and I'll get you guys a video with the bullets we have found. And when I go out and find these, we'll get them and kind of compare them. So I'll see you on the next one.